Hey y'all, it's Brawl, and if you want a setup that looks like this, or this, every single time you play Fortnite, you have to check out these 10 steps to the perfect no-build rotation. So step 1 should not be a surprise to many people. It's Command Cavern, specifically on the southeast side where the wind tunnel is. That is going to be our primary access to getting to Gunnar. My preference is to land on the roof and then work my way down to the ground floor. There's a ton of loot here, like a ton of loot. Shields, guns, everything you need, and a couple chests to open as well. This run only had one chest available, but normally there's another chest right on the second floor above this one. Step 2 can be a surprise for some, as they don't know that there is a secret entrance into Command Cavern in the wind tunnel itself. There's also a lot of loot in this hallway, either to the left, to the right, or going straight ahead. You can also find another chest to loot on the right side. Now that you got weapons and full shields, it's time for the third step, locating and defeating Gunnar. Just make sure to keep some distance between you and Gunnar with a long-range weapon, and when you defeat him, pick up that vault card. Now, if Gunnar doesn't appear on the east side of the base, the only other location he will be is right over here to the west. The best tip I can give you for defeating Gunnar is to have some kind of obstacle, either it be a fence or a rock, in between you and him to prevent him from being able to charge directly at you, as well as also working as some cover. So step 4 actually has two options here. The first option, obviously, is to defeat Gunnar in combat and take the vault card yourself. The second option is to kind of be a scumbag and just camp out at the vault and wait for a sucker to fall for your trap, like this. I do recommend the second option if you see someone is already in combat with Gunnar, as you can see that his shield is being worn down here. At this point, simply just try and grab a drummy on your way over to the vault and then surprise him with a solid 4 or 5 shots. Congrats, you now have access to the best place to loot in the game. So now that we have some crazy good loot and a ton of gold from the vault, it's time to rotate to the fortress. Now this isn't going to be as crappy of a rotation as you think. It's honestly as easy as just jumping in the porta potty, and this thing is going to bring you all the way to the east side of Command Cavern, right over to a cannon that can launch you directly to the fortress. I mean, this is like bulletproof, people. And now we've arrived to officially collect our second mythic weapon. So step 6, locating and defeating Dr. Sloan, can be a little bit tougher than taking on Gunnar. She has more guards and the ability to clone herself, so you have 3 mythic weapons shooting at you at the same time. So definitely have a little bit of caution. I find that clearing out the guards on the top floor, working my way down, and then utilizing the tank is one of the top strats in taking down Sloan safely. Just again, make sure to proceed with caution, as Sloan is a very strong opponent, has the ability to climb ledges and just catch you off guard. Like that. Don't do that. So now that you've added 2 mythic weapons to your arsenal, it's time for step 7 and rotating to the upgrade weapon station that is directly north of the fortress. I personally enjoy upgrading my shotgun to complement the rest of my loadout. Step 8 is completely dependent upon where the storm is going to ask you to go next. As you can see, there is a cannon conveniently located on the top of the fortress. You can use this to head south to this other cannon right over here. From here, you can head further south. You can head east towards the blimp to pretty much go wherever you want, or you can head north over to this boat right over here. I would also just like to say that this rotation is ideal for solos or duos. If you are going to do trios or squads, one of you should definitely go get a battle bus like this and meet your team at the fortress. This island is actually an excellent place to rotate to. There's usually at least between 1 and 3 chests here, and again, you get access to this boat, which gives you incredible rotation capabilities. Once the boat is acquired, and again, according to what direction you have to go with the storm, you can either head north or east from here. And about 300 yards east of the island, you can find another cannon, which again is going to give you incredible opportunities to rotate. Normally I'd head northeast towards the blimp, however, due to this game and the storm I had to go back west. Just make sure to aim for the north of the lake and you'll be able to easily locate another boat to give you really fast rotation times. So yeah, when it comes to rotation, specifically with this season, cannons are the best way of getting around, and utilizing them in tandem with a blimp is the fastest way to get around the map. So now that you've got your ability to rotate down, it's time to talk about the most important step. Step 9, survival. The most important step of survival is minimizing your sound print. That means staying crouched to avoid giving off footsteps, to avoid conflict with your weapon, and to smartly heal and put up shields so that other people cannot see the indicators. Also, if you've been watching the video this long, it would make me and Henry the Hamster here super happy if you could like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
Another big tip, especially if you have a med mist, is to use the storm to your advantage. Med mists allow you to move while you're also healing, so you actually don't really have to have any fear of the storm, especially late game. Another big key to surviving in no build mode is using the terrain to your advantage. Utilizing bushes, trees, and hills, and just taking advantage of the undulation available on the map is going to keep you alive a lot longer than being out on some flat territory looking for a fight. Oh, and be sure to utilize your in-game map to make sure that you're rotating to the right places at this stage of the game. Earlier, I was discussing minimizing your sound print, and as you can see here, these people are clearly giving away their location by exchanging fire, making it that much easier to locate them. This is why you don't want to shoot your weapon late game unless it is absolutely necessary. That way, you keep the mystery. They don't know where you are, and that is one of your biggest advantages. Keep it. When it is time to engage, you want to be the first one making contact with a weapon and applying pressure as quickly as you can to finish off this battle to avoid getting third-partied. And make sure if you are going to engage to have ample cover around you so that it's that much harder for the third party to kill you. This is why I keep cow catchers on me. They're a great way of gaining cover in situations where you have none. When it is time to move out of a precarious situation like this, I cannot stress enough to you how important it is to use your new mobility, the sprinting, the sliding, and the jumping. Making it harder for your opponent to hit you is going to increase your odds of survival. I know, crazy, right? So yeah, staying calm, staying patient, knowing when to heal, and forcing your opponent to make a move is going to get you the win here. And now my gingerbread man can give his victory dab, and we can move on to step 10. Victory! So there it is, folks. The perfect rotation in no-build Fortnite. I don't know if we're ever going to see anything quite like it again. And if anything, just thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.